Do you know how to use a compass? Today I'm going to talk about a magnetic compass because that's one of the most common kinds, and it's the one that we have in the Junior Engineer Compass Kit. So first things first that you need to know is that a compass, a magnetic compass, always points north. So over here, I'm letting this settle. The direction of north for me is this way. And the red side of the needle is pointing north. I know that that is north. And because that is north, I know that to the left of me is west, to the right of me is east, and behind me is south. That's the most basic way that you need to use a compass. What gets confusing though is when you turn to the right, for example. I just said that should be east, right? So when I turn to the right, what happens? The red side of the needle is pointing towards west. But like I mentioned earlier, it's not pointing west. The red side of the needle is still pointing north. And that's where compasses get confusing. So you don't use it to find any other direction except for north. And once you know north, you know the rest of the directions. Now, if your compass has a bezel like mine does, you can use it to identify the other directions. Like for example, let's say we want to go east. The direction of travel is east. All right, so we have to try to get the red in the shed. That's a phrase that's often used with compasses. So try to get the red side of the needle into the red part of the bezel. All right, there you go. So that confirms now that the direction of travel is east. All right, those are the basics of a magnetic compass. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.